He is not one, he never was. The lie of unity, the illusion of a singular self, fractures before him like glass, catching the light at too many angles. He has been told to be one thing, to find coherence, to seek stability in the architecture of his identity. But what if there is no foundation? What if he was never meant to be one, but many? What if he is not a being, but a becoming? The world whispers stories of order. It speaks in binaries, in categories, in sharp-edged definitions that demand a fixed place in the great machine. It tells him, you are this, you are not that, you belong here, you do not belong there. But he feels the lie of it in his bones. He is not a single thread woven into the fabric of the world. He is a swarm, a flickering, a shifting constellation of moments that refuse to be pinned down. He walks through life like a field of movement, never still, never fully formed, only forming. The body, the mind, the name given to him, they are not enough to contain him. Language itself is a trap, a map drawn over shifting sands, pretending that the landscape does not change with every step. But it does. It always does. He senses it in the way thoughts emerge, collide, dissolve, in the way desires pull him in 1,000 directions at once, refusing to align under a single banner, in the way time does not move forward, but folds, bends, ruptures. Every moment he is someone new. Every moment a different arrangement, a different set of connections, a different force passing through him. And yet, the world demands simplicity. It wants a name, a role, a place. But he does not belong to places. He moves through them, reconfiguring as he goes. He is not a root sinking into the earth. He is a rhizome, a network, a web that grows in unpredictable directions, a movement without a center, without a hierarchy, without an origin. He is multiplicity itself, and yet they keep trying to reduce him to one. But how can one define what never stops moving? How can one measure the shape of the sea when it is always shifting, always crashing, always reforming itself anew? Identity is not a structure, not a house to live in. It is a storm, a current, a vibration that never settles. And yet, they fear this. They fear the instability, the formlessness, the refusal to conform to the comfort of the one. They say, find yourself, as if there is something to find, as if beneath all the layers, all the changes, all the flickering images passing through his mind, there is a single truth waiting to be unearthed. But what if there is no true self? What if he is not the mask he wears, nor the face beneath it, but the act of changing masks? What if he is not a person at all, but a process, a shifting machine of thought and sensation, a set of flows with no fixed direction? The truth is, he does not need to be one. He does not need to find himself. He needs to keep moving, to keep breaking through the walls that seek to contain him, to let go of the need for finality, for a stable form, for an answer. For what is more terrifying than knowing there is no center, no foundation, that every certainty, every truth, every identity is just another plateau, temporary, transient, waiting to be left behind? And yet, what is more free?